$280 a share. That was my first Micron purchase. That stock ran past $1,133. I would have never found it without the tools I paid for, and I would have never held it without the framework that I built. And I would have never gotten out at the right time without the rules that I promised myself that I would follow. This is that story. So last time I walked through Plan Alpha, the gates I built to keep emotion out of my trades. This episode is what happens when the framework actually works. So just a reminder that I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing here is financial advice. This is just my story. So Micron, it kept showing up. Seeking Alpha's quant, it had it at 4.99. That was a near perfect score over and over. Gary over at Daily Stock Picks, we had it on his radar. An outlier was also flagging it. My own screener was also highlighting it. Every gate was open. Now, I want to be clear about something. I didn't fully understand what Micron's business was all about when I first started buying. I knew it was a memory chip company, and I knew about HBM, high bandwidth memory, and it was becoming critical for AI infrastructure. I knew the demand cycle for memory was turning, but honestly, the framework found out about it well before I could fully understand it. And that's the point of having a system, man. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room. You just have to trust the process when every signal is pointing in the right direction. My first purchase, that was at $280 a share. I didn't buy enough, and I know that now. So over time, I added to the position, not all at once, methodically. Every time the gates were open and the setup was confirmed, I added. On top of the stock position, I was also buying long calls and leap options on Micron MU. For anyone that doesn't know, leaps are long dated options contracts, and they expire about a year or more out. You're not paying for a short-term move. You're buying time for the thesis to fully play out. When a stock runs the way Micron did, a long call or a leap can amplify those gains significantly. I kept my options trades to one leg. No spreads, no complicated multi-leg strategies, just one position, one direction, clear entry, and clear exit. And the reason for that is simple. The more legs you have open, the harder it is to get out when you need to. It gets confusing very fast. And confused, that's not where you want to be when the market is moving. The thesis kept getting stronger. HBM demand, it wasn't slowing down. Every major AI infrastructure build needed memory. Micron, that was one of the few companies positioned to fully supply it at scale. Seeking Alpha's analysts, not just the quant, but the human analysts too, were writing about Micron consistently. Steve Kress and the team at Seeking Alpha, they were covering it very seriously. This wasn't hype. This was fundamental analysis pointing in one direction. So I held, and it kept going. $1,133. That's where I got out. But not because I panicked, not because someone told me to sell, because my framework told me to. The outlier exit signal fired. The MACD was showing signs of weakness. The trade had run its course, at least for this cycle. Here's what I want to say about that exit, because I think it's as important as the entry, man. A lot of people, they would have held. They would have thought it's going higher. Let it ride. Maybe it would have. I don't know. But what I do know is that my rules said exit. And that discipline, that's the whole point of building a framework. So that when the moment comes, you are not making the decision. You're following a plan you made when you were thinking clearly. I made significant gains on that trade. We're talking life-changing gains, at least for my portfolio. I would have never found it on my own. I need to say that again. Without Seeking Alpha, without Outlier, without Gary pointing me in the right direction, I'm still selling puts on SoFi and hoping for the best. Micron has come down since that exit. At the time I'm recording this, it's sitting somewhere in the mid 900s, down from 1100 and change. And here's the thing, my framework, it's still keeping me out. Not every gate is open right now. That setup isn't there yet, so I wait. That used to be the hardest part for me, man. Watching a stock I knew well, a stock I made serious money on, and just waiting, doing nothing. It's not doing nothing though. It's discipline. There's a difference. That framework that I built isn't just for getting in. It's for staying out until it's time. And right now, it's not the right time. But I'll tell you what, when the gates open again, I'll be ready. and I'll talk about it on this channel when it happens. I started this series talking about throwing darts, buying stocks that I liked, following tips from strangers, losing $100 to a pump and dump scheme, and learning the hard way that confidence isn't the same as knowledge. From there, I moved on to zero-DTE options trading. $12,000 made in a matter of seconds, and then $6,000 given back the same day. And a whole community that got nearly wiped out by IV Crush at the next FOMC announcement. Then came selling puts, $15,000 made, 1,000 shares of SoFi assigned, and the best stop loss I ever set, and watching SoFi dump 50% after I got out. And then finally, the right tools, the right people, a framework with rules, Micron at 280, out at 1133. That's the journey, and it's not over. So there's more coming, more trades, more lessons, more of the framework in action in real time. Subscribe if you want to follow along, and thank you for watching this series from the beginning. See you soon.